Shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming that week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of this current kingdom. I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and to the brothers that's preaching the word with truth and sincerity and charity, and risking their lives to do so. All right, and the very few sisters that's listening, learning, and watching, and also obeying their husbands. This is Brother Canasala from GMS Chicago, and it's just one question I got to say. Who does this sound like? Who does this sound like? Alright? One nation of people. Alright? Because if you are a Christian in 2022, man, you are totally fucking through. Excuse my language. Alright? You're through. This is Deuteronomy 28:68. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, meaning nobody shall redeem you out of this situation. Ships. Egypt to Israel is an 11-day walking journey. That's the equivalent of, if you look on the map, like Illinois to Indiana. That don't make no sense to use ships. And we was already out of Egypt by this time. So Egypt again with ships? When did this happen? When has a race of people went to slavery again? Or slavery, period, with ships? A race of people. You already know when. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. What race of people had their heritage stopped? Because according to the people that's in Israel right now, it seems like they stuff never stopped. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. When has this ever happened? I can tell you when it happened. I bet you can too. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, which means for a long period of time. Right? Who does this sound like? Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. Actually, that's not it, but that's a true statement, but that's not the one I was looking for exactly. This is Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, buck breaking, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Didn't Ishmael, the so-called Arabs, help build the ships? Did the Africans, the Hamites, captured us and sold us to the Grecians? Let's keep going. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my God, goodly, pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, the self-proclaimed white men, that you might remove them far from their border. Who was removed far from their border? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians. All right. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Exactly. Exactly. Payback. But yeah, who has got sold, man? Remember. You can look this up. So-called Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians were also slaves and sold by Esau Edom. Don't forget that. You can look this up. So who does this sound like? All right. Deuteronomy 28:48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. You could look up Google yoke of iron, go to images. It said, until he have destroyed thee. Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. What is the mascot of this country? A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And we didn't understand their language. Alright? So, by the end of the day, who does that sound like? So, hopefully this is edifying. Until next time, Shalom and a Baba Ball. We're the true people.